it's Betsy, and today we have a fun video. We're going to be testing out the Wicked Sisters Cosmetics In Your Dreams palette. Now, this is a Nightmare on Elm Street inspired palette. The outside packaging is so cute, and it retails for $28. I ordered it on release day, and I received it in the mail yesterday, which was October the 15th. So I think it took about a week or so to get here. Wasn't anything major. And this is what the inside of the palette looks like. There is a mirror here. And then it is 15 different shades. Now, one of my shades, the Fedora shade, was a little bit damaged, but that was done during shipping. I don't think it came from them like that. And it wasn't enough where I was like, well, I need a whole new palette for it. So we're gonna start by swatching. And I have used Wicked Sisters before. I have the Invocation of the Spirit palette that I purchased from them about a month ago and loved it. So I was excited to try more from the brand. So first up we have Nightmare, which is the black, which feels really nice. Boiler Room, which is almost like a rusty red. Bubble Bath, which is a yellow shimmer. And Crop Top, which is like a mandarin orange. So we have Nightmare, Boiler Room, Bubble Bath, Crop Top. So far they're swatching well. Have my makeup wipe and my little elf pad. Then we have Prime Time, and that is a pressed glitter, but isn't that pretty? So if you don't like pressed glitters, this probably isn't the palette for you. There are two in here. No Sleep, which is a dirty mustard. Almost looks like Grey Poupon. Coffee, which is more of like a nut brown. And Sweater, which is a metallic green. So we've got Prime Time, which, look at that pressed glitter shade. It has all different kinds of shades of orange in it. Then we have No Sleep, Coffee, Sweater. I wish the green was a little bit stronger, but I'm okay with it too, you know. I wish it was a little bit more forest, because Freddie's jumper or sweater was definitely a lot more grungy. See, like on the outside of the palette. So then we have Headset, which is like a good autumn orange. Playground, which is a bronzy copper metallic. Razors, which is a beautiful silver gold pressed glitter. And Rhyme, which is, it's more of a bronze, almost. Okay. So we have Headset and Playground. And then we have Razors and Rhyme. Beautiful. And I do like their pressed glitter formula, just in case you're wondering, because I've used it from the other palette a couple of times. Then we have Dream Demon. Looks like that. Which is more of like a burgundy, because you can see it has some pink undertone to it. Fedora, which is a good chocolatey brown. And Jump Rope, which is just a good nude shade. So we have Dream Demon, Fedora, and Jump Rope. So as you can see, Jump Rope is pretty much my skin tone. But all in all, the swatches are pretty good. The reds are a little bit on the weaker side, but once you put them on your eye, you may feel completely different. Let's go ahead and, you see how that glitter just kind of stays put? That's why I like their glitters. So we're gonna go ahead and play. Now, I'm probably not going to use all the colors. One, it's 15 different shades. And I saw Butte Bean, Betty Jean, and what is her name? Lauren May Beauty. Love both of them. Took me a second. That both did really kind of blown out, exaggerated orange looks. And I saw this palette and I was like, this is a good palette to do that with, and I really wanted to do an orange look. And if you're wondering what shirt I'm wearing, this is the Bougie Brick merch from Brick Clark. Shout out to her. I think it is so cute. And Ferret and Mink is who designed this. I follow them both on Instagram, so if you're interested, check them out. So, going ahead and blending this out. This is the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Base, and I put too much on because typically I go for what's left over on the lid, but, well, there really isn't any. So I stuck my finger in it and got a little bit too much. And I've got black eyeshadow on my chin. You know, you guys could have told me, so I didn't look like a fool. Anyways, grab my makeup wipe, kind of clean it up a little bit. Not that I'm concerned with it, because I'm going to put on foundation and all that stuff anyway. But I really wanted to do pretty much straight up orange everywhere. So I pulled out my, what color is this? White Peach blush, and from e.l.f. I pulled out a lot of orange, a lot. Y'all will see the whole look. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is trim my eye tapes just like I always do, so we can get started on this look. But you know, I love supporting small indie brands. That is like my favorite thing to do, because I feel like that's where you get most of the creativity, the best of the best whenever it comes to creativity, at least in my eyes. So first off, I'm gonna grab my BK Beauty 201. Y'all know I use these all the time. And we're gonna start off with Jump Rope all over the lid. My eyebrows are starting to get a little bushy again. I need to go get them done. I don't know how y'all are, but for me, I literally can't go more than a couple of weeks without getting my eyebrows done, even with doing them myself in between, because they grow so fast. Okay, so that's a good neutral nude. Now I'm gonna go into the shade Crop Top. So as you can see, it picks up nicely on the brush. Not a whole lot of kick up or fallout. And I'm just using this all over as really my transition shade. But you see what I mean? It is a good mandarin orange color. And I could have made this look brighter, but I really want it more of like grungy oranges instead of bright oranges. Because, well, we're talking more of a Halloween look than normal. So just kind of keep building and blending. But we love how that looks. But isn't that a pretty orange? And I haven't ever really used an orange blush before, so I'm kind of nervous and excited. I mean, I know that's not like full on orange, but it's orange enough for me. Okay, so now we need to go into a smaller brush. So I'm gonna grab, this is the BK Beauty 205, which is more of an angled, it's still fluffy, but as you can see, it's denser. We're gonna go into the shade Headset, which is more of like a nut brown, which is an orange leaning brown. The best way for me to describe this is almost like a Texas A&M, not Texas A&M, Texas UT orange. Being in Texas, we all know the Texas teams, their colors, and everybody's got their preferences. I could care less because I am not a football fan. Sorry if that offends you, but you know, it is what it is. Look how pretty that looks. I am loving this so far. Beautiful color. Okay. And this color doesn't have a whole lot of kick up. See what I mean? Like the crop top color had more kick up than this. And just keep building in that crease. And this helps place the color a little bit above the crease as well. And you know, not everybody does eyeshadow like me, but this is the way that I like to work with eyeshadow. I like to start with my lightest and build up the color. So I tend to prefer palettes and stuff that I can easily do that with. Okay. Loving how that looks. Okay, so I'm going to take that BK Beauty 201 again and just use that lightly on the outside, make sure everything's nice and blended. Kind of dip back in a little bit. I'm getting very pumpkin eye from this. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so now I'm going to grab, this is a BK Beauty 204 brush. And I want to go into Fedora, the good chocolate brown kind of color, and use that really to deepen up the outer edge of my eye. See how easy that is applying? Love it. Someone's car squeaky. And just kind of keeping it in the crease. Now I'm going to grab the 205 BK Beauty brush again and just kind of go over where I added that Fedora color, just to make sure it's all nice and blended in. Okay, now where's my glitter glue? We're gonna take and use some glitter glue like we always do to apply some shimmer. Well, actually, we're gonna apply pressed glitter. Now remember, pressed glitters are not eye safe. They are not. So if you want to use them on your eyes, remember, use them at your own peril because, you know, they're not eye safe. I am blind in one eye already, and I like to live life a little dangerously, so I don't mind. So we're gonna pick up that prime time color. Look how well that picks up. And just pat it on the eye. Right where I put the glitter primer. But again, I like their pressed glitter formula. I feel like it works well. See how nice and completely covered that looks? Because some are not, in my opinion, opaque enough. Because that's part of the thing. Like if I want a glitter, I want it to be all kinds of glitter. Oh, and I'm using a ColourPop E4. This is just a basic flat brush. These are what I like to use when I'm using my glitter glue, and whether it be a pressed glitter or a shimmer. And again, this is the eye shape that fits my face the best. I mean, it works for a lot of people, but you know, do which makes you happy. Taking my 201 brush, really going over the edges of where I placed everything. Looks good. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go off camera and I'm going to do the rest of like my face makeup, like my base and all that, and then we'll come back and I'll add the rest of the orange on camera with you. So I'm back and I have the rest of my face on. I am using my Hourglass bronzer in Radiant Bronze Light. Other than that, I haven't put the rest of it on because I'm wanting to do that on camera with you guys. I need to find a good blush brush to use with the we'll use the Sigma one with the apricot, right? No, white peach blush. So we're just gonna pick some up. So see how that gives a nice orangey kind of glow without it being like pumpkin? These bite-sized palettes from e.l.f., if you haven't tried them, are so good. So good. And they're inexpensive. They're only $3 each. Okay. Like how that goes. Hold on. Go over right here because I got it a little close. There we go. I had it sitting in my glitter. Sitting on the glitter blush, so I had to, not blush, brush. There we go. So as you can see, we've got this really pretty orangey glow. Now, I don't know, like if you don't like yourself an orange, you probably won't like this, but I like how it looks. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna use the ColourPop Puppy Eyeliner, which again is an orange, to line my waterline. And I am wearing lashes today. Again, they're the Eylure Accent number 5s. I use these all the time. They are what fit my eyes the best. So we're gonna grab the small brush that we used originally with the Fedora color, that brown. And I'm only using that a little bit on the outside to kind of give a little bit more definition. Okay. Now I'm gonna take my color switch and clean that brush off. Make sure it's good and clean. There's a lot of color in there. And I'm gonna go to the shade Headset, that darker orangey shade, and use that for the front portion. Okay. Now I'm gonna grab, this is an IT Cosmetics brush. Make sure it's cleaned off. There we go. And we're gonna go into Crop Top, that mandarin orange shade, and use that under the eyes. If you have blue eyes, let me tell you, orange is one of the best colors that you can use. I did line my lips with my Pat McGrath. This is the Buff shade. And I'm going to use the Propa Beauty lipstick in Made It, which is a good orange shade. I love the shape of these lipsticks. And they're inexpensive. I do want to use some lip gloss. I bought the Tower 28, the little mini glosses, and this one is an orange gloss in Fire. Apply a little bit of that. But see, even though that's an orange lip, it's not like pumpkin orange, I guess is the best way to describe it. Let's add a little bit of mascara. I haven't done highlight yet either. This is the Pat McGrath Dark Star Mascara. I'm trying to do my best to only keep one mascara open at a time, so that way I'm not wasting mascara. Okay, so that looks good. And then this was a limited release by Becca. This is a summer one, but it is the Dreamsicle highlighter. So we're gonna use that to highlight. See how it's keeping it in that orange family? So pretty. A little bit under the eye, or eyebrow bone. So pretty. Now I need something in my inner corner. So I think instead of using orange, I want to go back into this palette and we're going to go into a Bubble Bath, which is that yellow, but I think it'll be just enough because, you know, yellow goes well with orange. Enough, you see how bright that already looks? Of a difference to give it some brightness, because I like to have really bright inner corners. And there we go. Let's give myself a spritz of setting spray and let's talk about the palette. Everything else that I've used on my face, the little bite size blushes, the mascara, everything else I've used and I love. The palette this is the first time to use it. And again, I think it is a gorgeous palette. I think it's well made. I used 4, 5, 6 shades out of it, and it's gorgeous. I can't wait to play with it some more. So if you want to see more looks, let me know down below. But I am really impressed with the quality of this. But I guess that's it. Don't forget to check me out on all my social media, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. So we'll see y'all later. Bye.